Hello guys and welcome to Star Citizen. Today we're having a look at the Orion mining ship and a brief look at the mining career in general. So the Orion mining ship is currently on concept sale until March the 2nd for $325, that's excluding any taxes. The RSI Orion is mankind's premier spatial mining platform, featuring multiple independent mining drones, an onboard refinery, and a system of saddlebag-class storage units. For advanced mining operations, the RSI Orion is second to none. The Orion carries a crew of up to 6 responsible for flight operations, engineering, manning both turrets, and the drone interfaces. Onboard accommodations, while industrial in style, support all crew for extended duration mining runs. A genuine complete mining solution. A single Orion can locate, identify, and extract lucrative ores, or it can be paired with explorers and transports to form a centerpiece of a larger scale mining operation. Get to the core of the matter with the all-new RSI Orion. This ship is for people that want to do mining as a career. It will allow you to go out into the verse and make loads of UEC monies from both safe asteroid fields and dangerous ones alike. Although you are likely to make a lot more money from the discovery of rare materials and those more dangerous fields. Let's take a look at the specifications of this bad boy. Length 170 meters, beam 50 meters, and height 50 meters. This ship is pretty big and very, very long. It's about half the size of a javelin. She's got a mass of 5.4 million kilograms, and that's without any cargo or ore in her. She only has a cargo capacity of 600, but that's not the ore she can carry. She can carry up to 16,288 ore units. This ship can take up to a maximum of a size 6 power plant and a size 6 shield, and also 4 TR6 engines. Now they are big ass engines, but you're going to need them when you're full of ore. You're going to be so heavy. This ship is going to need those engines. And also 12 TR3 maneuvering thrusters. Again, when you're maneuvering, when you're half full or totally full of ore, it's going to be hell. It's going to be really, really heavy. As it's a concept sale, we don't know what stock items it's coming with in regards to shield, engines, or power plant. But she is coming with 4 size 4 class 4 tractor beams, 4 class 4 size 1 flat cannons for shooting down all those pesky little pirates and probably little asteroids that are floating towards your ship that are going to damage you. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, that's going to be quite a cool little roll, shooting down asteroids as they pass your ship. And 1 class 1 size 6 big ass mining laser. This ship also comes with adequate living facilities, drones, a drone bay, cutting arms for lasering, scalping asteroids apart, tractor beams so you can repulse and pull in asteroids, big cargo bay, scanning arrays. There's loads and loads of equipment here as well. So you know briefly about the Orion now, but how do you go about getting money out of the precious cargoes and mining profession? First off, you need to choose whether you want to be freelance or contracted. Working under contract for another entity will remove most of the risk from your ledger, but also a large proportion of the reward, which will go to the company that you're under contract with. Whereas going freelance will allow you to keep all of your precious cargo and monies for yourself, but the risks are yours alone. So then you need to find a suitable asteroid field. There are going to be common asteroid fields that everyone will know about just from game lore and history, and they'll be detectable just from the starting systems. There's going to be asteroid fields only known by brokers or information merchants. They're going to have a little bit less competition, possibly better resources, and also there's going to be discoverable and hidden asteroid fields. So ones that you scan down by yourself or have to pay a large premium from another player information broker, or you can just find them with your crew. Just happen upon them in space. So actual mining operations. The Orion caters for 6 crew, and there's a reason for the need for so many when there's so many processes, choices, roles, dangers, and rewards. Pilots. Pilot will navigate and pilot the ship. You need a skilled pilot because there are hazards out there in asteroid fields. More so than just pirates. There's the general dangers of space, but also there could be radiation, there could be explosions, there could be asteroids crashing into you. You're going to need a good pilot in an asteroid field. The scan operator, responsible for injecting remote material analysis packages, or RMAPs, into asteroids that provide information about the asteroid's material composition. This is quite a skilled job, it sounds like, as well, because they have to work out where the best place to put the RMAP is, work out the insertion point, and then manually control a missile into the insertion point to get the best results. The beam operator is in charge of loads of high-tech shizzle-whizzle. They're responsible for building the multi-megawatt mining beam generators affixed to one or more of the robotic arms near the front of the ship that fracture asteroids into digestible chunks. The beam is equivalent to a sledgehammer and therefore can excavate large quantities of inert materials very quickly. But a lower wattage scalpel will be necessary when attempting to safely extricate those that react violently in the presence of sufficient energy. Dangerous, explosive materials are on asteroids. You need to be careful. And the beam operator has a variety of other equipment at his disposal, such as exothermic reaction detector, laser seismometers, which are their safety equipment and telling you the makeup of the asteroids and if there's gas in them, that sort of thing. But also help you best avoid blowing up your ship, as well as the asteroid that you're mining. Also has access to the analytical materials processor. This will help tell you what depth and amounts of resources are in any given asteroid. The cargo operator. This is the guy that's going to choose what asteroid fragments to bring into the cargo hold or to leave behind. He'll deem if they're worthless or not worth the hassle. He has access to the attractor and repulsor beams. So he's going to be pulling cargo in and repulsing stuff he doesn't want away. The refinery operator. Now, this is only applicable to ships that have a refinery, and having a refinery on a mining ship is going to be very lucrative. It will allow you to refine the materials, the bulk resources of those asteroids, down into the valuable parts to process those materials, and only take up a fraction of the room. So another big choice you've got to make is, do you choose to use NPCs to crew your mining ship, or do you want players? Now, you're going to have to pay those NPCs for doing that work, but you're going to have to pay players for the work as well, probably, unless you've got a load of friends that just want to help. But also those NPCs can be different skill levels of what they do, so you're going to have to calculate that into their salary and that sort of thing. The other major issue you're going to have is where to sell your resources. Now, if you're contracted, you're going to just have a predefined drop-off location to complete your contract. If you're freelance, though, you have a load of choices here. You can choose where to sell it. You can go off into a little-known sector of the galaxy to sell it at a really high cost, maybe, but you've got to then calculate fuel cost and the dangers of pirates. You could help colonies in need. Some colonies are going to need iron, so you could sell them there. You might not make as much profit, but you'll see that colony flourish. You could even hold on to your cargo and rent out storage on planets and sell when the time is right. Or maybe you're going to need to use those materials and manufacture something. It is your choice. And that choice, it has a value. You need the amount of time it takes you to make that choice, all that sort of jazz. So just all factor that in. Now, the Orion, as I said, is on concept sale until March the 2nd, 2015. And as such, comes with LTI. It is $325, which is quite expensive. It is space pixels, after all. And that kind of money for an intangible item is a lot. But if you want to help support the game, if you've got loads of spare cash, and you desperately want to be a high-tier miner when the game is released, then this ship is for you. Now, I personally love the idea of mining, and I love the idea of these high-tier ships and having some in my corporation. But I do not want to be running this form of work myself. I really, really like the idea of trading in a Banu. I like the idea of fighting in my Idris and my Super Hornet and that sort of thing. I don't want to be chilled out mining all the time. Now, I will, however, quite enjoy occasionally going on to someone else's mining ship and helping with the processes, which I think could be quite lucrative for someone. But actually running of a mining ship, I think, is a little bit beyond me, especially after reading the document about mining. All these different positions, all this stuff going on. It's more than a full-time job for one person. And that's the other thing I was thinking as well, the dangers of mining. Now, when you're in this kind of large mining ship, it's probably unlikely, unless you're in a very rare asteroid material field, or you're coming back from a known location where there's really rare materials, you're actually going to get properly ambushed by pirates, or at least they're unlikely to steal all your cargo. They're not going to have anywhere to put it unless they turn up in a giant mining rig or a Hull C or something. So they're more likely to stop you and go, pay us money or die. That's the kind of, I don't like that form of highwayman. So you've got to remember that it's going to be easier for them just to blow you up and salvage your ship than try and steal your cargo when you're in a miner. I'll put a link to the Orion and the mining design document in the description below. But if you guys have your heart set on mining, this is an amazing ship for that. I love the way it looks. I love the way it rotates and revolves around its own like axis. Yeah, beautiful shit, beautiful idea, and the richness of the industry and all the processes that are involved really are making this ship and mining for me. But as I said, I don't think I've got the patience or the skill or the determination to run as a full miner. I think that it's going to be really, really hard with all those different roles. Oh, what a great thing. Anyway, guys, I hope this has been informative. I hope that helps choose whether you want to purchase yourself an Orion miner or not, or whether you want to get someone else in your corporation, one of your friends to do it. Yeah, just do the mining for me. Just give me all the resources. I'll buy your mining ship for you. Just give me all the money it makes. Anyway, I'll see you next time. I'll see you in the verse. You take care, guys. Bye.